Okay. Fine.
Yes!
I'll do it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the final. Yes, I said it. The final episode of Outer Worlds 2. Grab your snacks. Grab your most comfortable chair on your house. And we will see it through the end. I won't stop this video until we reach the end of this game. You hear me? I'm not joking, alright? We are going to do this today. I'm done with this freaking game. So, let's start. So we have to return to Ruth.
Find yourself down there.
What the hell is he wearing?
Brother,
Congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the archive is well and truly under our control again. She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Well done. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here. But allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible.
So, what's next?
We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a Protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis, all thanks to you.
Who ends a conversation with "oh shucks"? What the fuck?
Your contributions have been many and varied, and I will not belabor the point by recounting them all here. But know this, when the final contest with the Protectorate takes place, wherever that may occur, you will have the full support of the Order and Auntie's Choice. I will, of course, organize our forces from here.
So, our final battle is with the Protectorate. I was expecting this, not gonna lie. So let's go back to our ship and talk to our crew. I'm guessing we have to give a pep talk to each and every one of them.
This unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared.
Well, what? Yeah, how do you unexplode the place?
It is not dissimilar to how the prototype modulator unfolds rifts, Commander, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible.
To do what?
Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy.
I guess we all gonna die. Let's do it.
That is a correct assessment, Commander. Transitioning to Good News Protocol. As this unit was corroborating data on the anomaly, a message was also received from your allies, Commander. Auntie's Choice and the Order have sent word that their forces will be prepared to render you assistance once you navigate to Horizon Point.
Yeah, I'd expect no less.
Commanders are expected to lead their teams by example. Well done on meeting base expectations, Commander.
Yeah.
Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.
So let's go to the Horizon Point. The end of the game, finally. Yes. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever.
Yes.
As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the Archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control.
Shit. Would you like me to do it backwards too?
That strategy would be greatly inefficient, Commander. Please allow this unit to help you generate a more sound mission plan. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
A would-be tyrant doing something tyrannical. Who could have seen this coming?
Everyone? Yeah.
This unit will choose a more uplifting topic. Selecting topic. Error. No topic found. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony. While the Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces to assist you in intercepting the modulator, it will take time for them to navigate the station.
Only one person here knows Horizon Point as well as you, Commander. Should be me, watching your back. Like old times.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Remember to do an upgrade to you after we finish this mission. So let's open our final loot boxes. Well, I don't care. This will be our party. Why the hell it has tentacles?
Alert. Failure to match nearby hostiles to known Protectorate biological signatures.
The console stands at the controls of the Sovereign's own flagship. How my blood boils.
It looks more like a monster than a ship.
Against the nature of all things. We must bring an end to this immediately.
When the hell they became so tanky?
Introduced the flaw into our perfect skip-drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, this together.
Horizon Point appears to have undergone severe degradation over the past 10 years. Exploding may have been a contributing factor.
We have stepped into the world between life and death. This is not a death befitting a noble subject of the Protectorate. The thought of meeting a similar fate makes me shudder.
What was that?
Let us hope that whatever architect-forsaken logic operates within this place doesn't fail us.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Estimates for the team's survival have increased substantially.
Plasma hazard ahead.
So-
Please seek an alternate route.
We were expected to die. Well... think we can do this. Yep.
Oh, it was blistering near those plasma spouts. I'm pleased we did not immolate. I shall reduce them to a slurry.
It is not time to missing my shots.
At your word, I shall charge.
Wait, now they spawn like ghosts.
I shall not.
Emergency protocols ready.
Nope. Nope.
Come on.
To battle.
Wait. Level 13.
Shall stand against us.
How many shots will I miss?
Ready to
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies. And ready. Explosion. Unleash my might upon them! Action item.
Who the hell is who?
Do your work!
Why they are shooting me? So if you just shoot them by mistake, they will become enemies. Who the hell designed this?
A voice match has been found for Agent Pascal. However, Agent Pascal is dead. This unit may need maintenance.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Agent Pascal is exhibiting 27 indicators of high mental and emotional distress. Caution is advised.
Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me?
I really want to know too.
Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Oh, I had to kill them. How do I know you won't turn against me as well? How do I know you won't come at me with murder in your eyes?
How I know you won't do that either? Huh? How?
Infighting amongst crewmates is highly discouraged, except in situations of starvation.
You do seem like yourself, Commander. Can you tell me what's happening? I can't make much sense of things myself. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
Not fortunate enough to escape the blast, nor fortunate enough to die before the rift modulator activated, leaving her in this nightmarish state.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened?
Yeah, we were trying to look for you. Yes. Yes.
Tried? You were treated without me? Abandoned me?
It was all Niall's fault. Yes.
I know that tone. That untruthful, evasive sort. No. I see what this is. You're just trying to save your own ass. You make a decision, Commander, ought to stick by it. Even if it ended poorly.
Okay, fine. It was all me.
Yeah? All you had to do was be honest. Well, I ain't wanting anyone to die on my account. But I still don't know why I'm here. Now. Something's wrong, and I can't...
This is all a dream. You have to go back to sleep. No.
Oh, you're right. I suppose I'll be waking soon. Back on the incognito. And all I'll recall is the red sky.
More like heaven.
May as well stay here and pass the time. Now that I think of
Or
it,
hell. Depends what you did in your
it's
life.
so long since I've seen you, Commander. But that's not quite right, is it? Huh. A dream is a funny thing. I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
Go to sleep.
Taking punitive action.
Emergency protocols.
Now we have to fight everyone. You kidding me? You freaking kidding me? Screw it. Everyone dies. I don't care, you die too.
A short-range rover has emerged from the Providence, Commander. Destination, Horizon Point. Intention, unknown.
You know what?
The rift has reconstituted more enemies. Engagement imminent.
Shit.
Prosecuting! Visibly!
Stay back. Stay back.
Prepare for absolution!
N-ray. Exposure. N-ray. Exposure. Functioning.
has absorbed plasma and should not be approached directly.
If we gallivant about, we might find a solution to this problem. Or at least a path less likely to have us torn asunder.
Let's see. Our allies abandoned us from a stupid error, and now we are alone.
Can't hear orders.
I should...
have located the Sovereign's office.
Searching for the equation here is a valid course of action.
It should be in his computer, right?
This terminal entry has a 98% chance of containing statements that are 100% false.
Wait, is this it? Yes.
I should have expected that my sovereign would have solved such a complex equation himself. What a brilliant mind. Let us return to the Rift Terminal so we might continue on our way.
We've done it all by ourselves. I never doubted us.
This is scientist Bernard Rand.
Rift neutralized.
Station by order of the Council. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
Somehow, I expect Rand's theories evaporate when put into practice. Much like Rand himself. Perhaps we can still utilize his calculations.
What have we got here? I'm not gonna deal with you.
Ready to dispense judgment.
Promoting teammate. Is now the property of the Earth Directorate.
What did we open now? I don't see anything. Wait, those enemies?
My capacity at range is somewhat prosecuting.
Come back. I wasn't done with you.
I shall not stay your execution.
Time to get to the ship.
Don't breathe it, guys. They are trying to poison us. Oh. Okay.
Priority.
Unseal the hangar.
Another chicken robot.
experience, how might this unit bolster orbit no?
They put a vendor here for us. Okay. Anti-Cleo.
Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later.
I didn't know you were gonna fight with us. Okay. Where I have to go now? No? Here?
If you must replace lost equipment, please make a request.
Ah, another vendor. Over there.
Veritable most mediated! Recently!
Emergency protocols ready.
Taking punitive action!
No.
Surprise, motherfucker! Oh shit!
Stay your execution! No, I do not. I would vote in favor of fighting our way to the console, but if you do not, you should either locate an access card or keep away from our foes.
The rift modulator is likely located on this deck. More information may aid in its acquisition.
Well, let's locate the module.
Actually authorized? Come here a moment.
You talking to me?
Be wary. I've heard there's an intruder aboard. Ah, I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set off an alarm, okay?
Me an intruder? No intruders here.
Oh, is that so? I thought I'd heard those were a myth, but I suppose it's possible I hallucinated that too.
The consul sent me here to inspect the rift modulator. What is it?
The consul sent an agent to check in on us an hour ago. I thought... forgive me, I don't intend to question his mandates, I swear. If you wish to see the modulator, you'll want to speak with Chief Scientist Montserrat. He's in the rift chamber. Take these credentials with you, in case you're asked. Security's become awfully stringent of late. It wouldn't do to be caught unawares. That's why I carried 2 cards, just in case. Oh, though I suppose it's just the one now.
Much obliged.
Yet I can see the sheer arrogance in this display. Reconstitution cannot work. It must not be allowed to work.
The evidence strongly suggests a high likelihood that full reconstitution will fail.
I don't know why we have to know this, but we know it.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Look at the size of the rift modulator. Seems we shan't be using it. Not without commandeering the whole ship. Let us see what we can unearth regarding it.
Let's see, what do you have to say?
I was told that the Consul had sent someone to check our progress. I assume that's you. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you.
I need the modulator.
Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab, and hopefully the rest of this system, from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait.
The console won't be pleased about your lack of cooperation. Give me access now.
I'm not intending to be difficult. As you might surmise, matters have been tense these past few hours, growing more so every moment. Do you grasp what's going on here? Reconstitution is not working as expected. We are dealing with twisted versions of what was once normal. It's as I've been saying for weeks, but still, this ludicrous experiment continues.
Well, I can fix this.
And what makes you think that you have the authority to fix this?
Let's go with that.
Then we are indeed of the same mind. But you are not the one that I must convince to deviate from this mess we're in. Our situation is far more dire than it may seem. There is no proof that Rift data can be stabilized or even edited. The Consul's plan will fail completely. But he no longer listens to me, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind. Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good.
This is a way to get to the console. So...
In any case, we have little choice. I'm sequestered here, and you may just be competent enough to save us. Here. Use this keycard on the module over there. It'll allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, we're all dead. A deck up in the control room. The console is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary. Go now.
Authorized visitor aboard. Do not be alarmed.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time.
So in simple math, we have to get close to the rifts to close them, and we go boom boom if we do that.
All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
The rifts have spawned from unknown reaches? This is more dire than I surmised. But at least we have the means to combat them now.
Finding the console should remain your top priority, Commander. Please postpone any existential crises for a later date.
Time to confront that asshole.
Look at you, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator? But you at least found it, yes? And I presume you had the foresight to siphon the schematics onto a data cartridge. Did you find anything else of note?
This is not the time.
Appreciate your sand. You have exactly the sort of go-getter attitude I admire. Well, good news, go-getter. The consul's right there through those doors. Ready to go get him? You might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down.
So you're saying to not kill him?
Well, I can't control what you do, dear. As much as I might wish I could. But if you do start a fight, you best be equipped to finish it.
You may try to reason with the Consul, but I suspect it is a worthless effort. Traitors typically only realize their errors through force.
I advise you to take this time to prepare and replenish supplies. See if you can snoop around and find a way to give yourself an advantage should these negotiations go south. And if you've anything else to say it now while you have the chance. I myself abhor unanswered questions and regrets.
I don't want to negotiate. I want a final boss battle. Who would come to an end of the game just to talk your way out of it and not fight? What the fuck? Jesus.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Just give me an epic boss battle at the end of the game.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you.
I go wherever I damn well please.
I've noticed, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal.
Always a joy to meet a father.
Don't you tire of this little routine? I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously caused our Vox relay to crash into Fairfield. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again.
Where is the option to kill them? Well, you could surrender now. Save me the trouble.
No, I don't think I will. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
Do you know how many bits our corporation lost when the delegation ships were destroyed? The savings from the deceased salaries hardly even make up for it.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend.
Well, I don't care, but enlighten us for the viewers. Why not?
Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. we're now writing our path. And I will do my part as the architect intended.
Finally.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Let's go with that. Time to murder people.
To battle!
Witness what befalls enemies of the Sovereign!
That's what you get. What?
Seems all my considerable efforts here have been ill spent. Total rift destabilization is imminent. Our last resort is our only resort now. We need to fly the rift modulator in.
This information appears to be correct. In the words of Agent Pascal, deceased, this is a fucking disaster. Val, you better not repeat that.
Oh, brighten up, everyone. Not all of us need go, but, someone present will need to take one for the team.
Maybe there is another way?
I do appreciate the effort, dear, but it's clear we're in a bit of a tough spot. The Order and I will use this and the processed rift data to mass-produce modulators that are usable at a distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies.
Why not you... Why don't you fly the ship?
If you're looking for a sap to fly that rickety rig, don't look at me. I intend to abscond back to my ship with those wonderful little schematics. I have plans for those plans.
Shit. Wait.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, now why'd you have to bring that up? That's, I suppose you've made one hell of a sales pitch.
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
Yes.
I'll do it.
Of everyone here, I had you last to volunteer on a selfless suicide mission. It would appear there's more to your character than I thought.
Oh, shut up, the lot of you! Don't make a fuss, or you'll make me change my mind. There's a nice thought. If they meet one of the consul, tell them I said to give him no chin. Now, I think I've had my fill of this conversation. Simply take the schematics and depart my presence in awe-struck, misty-eyed silence.
Bye, bitch!
Yes!
boys. We've done it.
And so, in the end, moved by the ghosts of her past, Auntie Cleo boarded the ship and became the galaxy's unlikely savior. In her final moments, the ruthless Auntie's Choice CEO mused that maybe she was the best choice after all. Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a burnt-out ruin following its destruction by the Vox station. Auntie's Choice was too preoccupied with galactic expansion to spare resources rebuilding
and it wasn't my fault.
Company town. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6.
He was the best commander after all.
Augustine DeVries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully, for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Following Inez's humiliation of Auntie's Choice VP Willard Conan, the grafting program was shuttered forever. Inez ensured that all surviving grafted soldiers received full medical treatment and were compensated for their suffering. Those who died from the experiments were honored. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. Ever logical and distant from others, Marisol embraced violence as her solution to eliminate random variables from the equation. Unsurprisingly, she was invited to few social functions. After Azza disbanded the Glorious Dawn, its members quietly tried to resume lives forever disrupted by the Arcadian conflict. As the cult's murderous legacy faded, average colonist life expectancy increased by 0.23%. With the modulator schematic shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived, but with the old Auntie dead, a new figurehead was needed to keep up appearances. Company execs fast-tracked auditions for a new Auntie. Some employees thought she looked suspiciously different, but were too overjoyed with the prospect of growing profits to care. Unable to acquire the chemicals needed for the process, Ruth Bassar nevertheless attempted to interface with the archive, and died immediately. Her successor banned any future interfacing attempts, and led the Order in a much more cautious direction, delaying their progress for at least a century. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the Commander's actions. The dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from Point Obviation lived on, with a Seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile, an entrepreneurial work group of chemistricians unveiled a new flavor of Purple Berry Crunch. The rift compromise between the Order and Auntie's Choice led to prioritized assistance for the colonies that agreed to favorable trading terms. The so-called Auntie's Loyalty Program tripled the corporation's net worth. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism alongside Auntie's marketing and PR onslaught, at least to colonies in Auntie's Loyalty Program. Many outside died because their rifts weren't closed in time. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate Agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, an arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Well, this is the end of the video. Thanks for staying until the end. We've done it, guys. What can I tell you about the game? Well, 10 out of 10 ending. We killed every single leader of every faction, and me and my crew are still alive. For a moment I thought I would be killing my own character for them to survive at the end, but no. Level 20 speech expert manipulator. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.